Welcome to the Real Estate Investing Show. My name is Will Morris. Thank you for being here today. Having a little this live streaming stuff is tough. I'll give you that. But if I can get anybody to, let's do a quick check here so I'm not having to repeat myself over and over and over again. See if this will work. Here we go, showing live. There we go. All right, just want to double check, make sure we are actually live. So today's show, we are talking about building a team and the importance of building a team. It really don't matter if you're in real estate or whatever, in my opinion. However, I will portray this towards real estate, multifamily specifically. When it comes to doing real estate deals, syndicating deals, doing deals as large as some of the ones we're doing, 200 plus units, multiple tens of millions of dollars, you better have a team behind you. It's not a matter of if you know it or how well you know it. What it's a matter of is number one, you're getting a second or even a third pair of eyes on it, looking at some numbers, and I've got a great example that I'll share with you in just a second. So, you know, you need to have those second or third pair of eyes on the deal to evaluate it, help you look at it. And secondly is the fact that you may be an expert in one particular deal. You may have a general knowledge of everything, but I guarantee you there's somebody else that is wildly more knowledgeable of what in specific parts of it. So like in syndication, for example, you've got underwriting, analyzing the deal, which is that's one of my that's not really my strength. I'll shoot you straight on that. However, the thing is that I know some guys and I hiring guys. I outsource to people that are experts. My team, there's some guys on my team that are expert analyzers and underwriters, and I even let my mortgage that on the debt side, I let them look at it as well and say, hey, look, you guys look at this. Do you see anything that I'm not seeing or my guys are not seeing, my team's not seeing? And so you want to do this. You want to build this team behind you. Talking about value add, I mean, you hear a lot of people talking about, oh, we're going to value add this property. Okay, well, what is a value add? This is for another show, but just in general, there's two ways of value adding. One's on the property management side, one's on the physical property itself. And are you an expert, at putting deals together and syndicating, analyzing, or are you an expert at the value add? Do you, if you're good at underwriting deals, and that's your strength is, oh, we can get these deals at 60% on the dollar or something. Does that mean that you know how to how to hire a contractor properly, how to manage oversee the property, how to move forward with property management? No. Now, I don't do that. I outsource my property management because I don't want to be a property manager. I'm in this for the syndication part of it. I'm not in this to be a property manager. I've had my chance at running my own property management company, and I didn't like it. So the thing is you need to be an expert. You don't have to be an expert at everything, but you do need to know who is an expert. I think in the book, I was having this conversation the other day, kind of inspired the subject for this show, but in the book Think and Grow Rich, I believe it is, there's a section in there where they were talking to Henry Ford, and his committee, the chair board or the board or whatever of Ford was trying to get him thrown off the board because they said he was incompetent of running the company. I think he only had like a 7th grade education or something like that. So they were saying that he was incompetent of running the company and that they wanted to kick him out of it. And so they were sitting there around the jury or something like that, and the lawyers were asking him questions. And so they'd come up and ask him a question. And I can't remember specifically how it went, but anyway, he was like, basically, he said, I have a phone on my desk and it has all these red buttons on it. And every time a question on that subject, I'll hit this button, and within 30 seconds, I can have an expert, Harvard graduate, Yale graduate, whatever, expert in that specific subject, on that specific subject. I can have him in my desk, at my desk, within 30 minutes, giving me expert professional opinions on that particular subject. And so what I'm getting at is that this is nothing new. However, it's overlooked a lot. You know, a lot of times you feel like you need to be an expert. You need to know everything through and through before you can start, or before you can grow, or be a professional at something. And it's that's furthest from the truth. What you need to do is you need to know how to quickly analyze a deal. I will give you that. You know, if you see a deal, you need to have some metrics there to be like, oh wow, I can see the potential in this, and then move it, you know, down your funnel, or whatever you want to call it. Move it down your funnel into the expert's hands, and let them take it and run with it, and then let them do their full, you know, analytics and all the good stuff that they want to do, and underwrite the deal and give you back a spreadsheet full of numbers. And then you can kind of just look at the keynotes, the highlights of the deal, and then you'll be able to very quickly, you know, you went from quickly analyzing the deal to having it fully analyzed and underwritten, and then from there you can just look at the highlights and then it gives you metrics to compare deals by. So that's what I do, and I recommend you guys looking into this as well. How does this tie into with, you know, I'm very heavy on social media and promoting. I think promoting is really a great way to level the playing field and get into any kind of market. It'll help you break into any kind of market. And how does that help? And how it helps in promoting yourself is that there again, just like doing a 250 unit multifamily deal, you may think that, you know, there's no way that I know how to do all this. There's no way that I can, you know if it's a good deal, underwrite the deal, get the insurance on the deal, get the debt on the deal, and big one, raise the capital for the deal to take it down. But just like in in social media, promoting yourself, you know, you got to create the content, you got to edit the content, you got to convert that content from video to word to audio. There's a big stigma behind that as well, and so you want to leverage the same thing as you do in multifamily. You want to leverage that in your promoting yourself. And what I mean is by having a team behind you. You know, you need to get some people behind you to help you delegate some of that work, because they're an expert in it. You know, it multiplies your time, and it will enable you to be able to be very successful, more so successful than you would be if you was trying to do it all yourself. So how do you go about building these teams? My best so far for me, it's been a struggle. I'll be honest with you. It's been a hard chore for me to build a team, and I'm still not done. I'm still looking for some A players to come in and, you know, just get those experts that have great potential, that are looking to grow with a growing syndicator like myself. And how do you do that? You know, and it's you kind of have to sell it. You know, there is a level of sales there to convince these people, because some of these guys, if you want the best, you may have to try to steal them from somebody that's already doing well, or maybe they've plateaued and you want to kind of bring them onto your team. But if you don't have that, the best way for me so far has been really connecting through networking, through phone calls, building my network traditionally. That's one thing. Putting this stuff out here, promoting and whatever is getting attention. It's getting a great attention, and it's actually done very well on bringing in deal flow, and it's bringing in capital partner flow. It's done really well at that. However, it's not done that well at helping me build up my team. I was really hoping to get some more. Inquiries on my team. So it's not done so well. I've had to actually physically reach more of what I call like guerrilla marketing or whatever. You have to actually reach out and try to address some of these leaders in their field and see if you can't steal them or at least get them to work with you. Starting out, when you're building a team, you may not, I didn't, you may not have enough full-time work to be able to say, hey, I'm going to hire you for 40 hours, or I need you full-time employee, $50,000 a year or plus. I mean, some of these guys are making well over that. So how do you do it? You reach out to them, let them know, see if you can outsource. Outsourcing is an amazing way to basically tiptoe into the market of outsourcing. There's some sites, if it's very digital, hands off, you can go to platforms like Upwork.com. That's a place to hire some great outsourcers, freelancers, and that you can go there. The other one, like I said, is just reaching out to them directly and saying, look, I know you do this full time, but would you be open to maybe helping me on the side or something? I'm just getting started, or I've been in the game for a while, but I just don't have enough to promote a 40-hour-a-week type position here. Or maybe they have and it's an expert with a company that's doing amazing with an amazing company, and you're just like, look, I just want, I want your talent. I want some more. I like what you're doing. I want you on my team. I know I can't have you full time, but would you consider doing it a little extra? And you'd be surprised how many people would actually follow up with you and say, yeah, I absolutely love to help you for, a couple hours a week or something like that, whatever your requirements might be. And so outsourcing is a great way to get started. I actually recommend getting started that way. That way, if there's slow work, or if there's slow flow coming in, or if the deal's just taking a little longer, maybe you just the process is prolonged a little bit. It's kind of no harm, no foul. You just kind of use them as hire them as you need them. So I recommend that. Lord, how to know who to hire, and what I would look at is for me, I really have to look at what my strengths and my weaknesses are. What do I do really well? What am I an expert in my opinion? What do I enjoy doing? And so you can actually take a list of your daily activities, weekly activities, monthly activities. Start small and work your way up. List those out. As far as how like I said, what you're doing on a daily basis. Where are you spending the majority of your time at? What do you enjoy doing throughout the day? Do you enjoy walking properties? Do you enjoy underwriting the deal? Do you enjoy the number aspect of it? Do you enjoy making posts like this? Do you enjoy editing the post? Do you enjoy getting on the phone and networking? Do you enjoy actually going to networking events? What do you enjoy the most, and what would you like to spend your most time at? Because here's the thing, the proof's in the pudding. If you enjoy doing something, you're going to be more successful at it. It's like that's your strength. That's what you want to do. You're a natural at it, so to speak. So you focus on that. Take everything else throughout your day and outsource it. Okay? And I know that sounds weird, but it's true. You don't want to spend 4 hours, writing content unless you enjoy writing content. Me, for example, I don't enjoy writing content. Sometimes I have to do it, but at the same time, I could outsource that. Or, editing videos and editing posts and stuff. I do not enjoy that. So I'll outsource that. However, I do enjoy posting videos, even though I may be terrible at it. I enjoy posting. I enjoy sharing. I enjoy educating. I enjoy sharing, giving my knowledge, and hoping that it can number one, inspire you to see my story, and it'll inspire you to have the courage to act and to get involved. Like they say, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is today, and I want that. If I can inspire one person to do one action towards their goal, and hopefully their goals in becoming financially free in real estate, then that's what I hope to do, and I enjoy that. And then the second would be networking, talking. I really enjoy the speaking, helping people, and so that's what I do. I want to spend all my time doing that, and then outsource the rest. So email. I may have 100 emails I have to respond back to any given day. And literally probably 90 of them is something that could, just very easy answers, or questions that come in that are, how did this, how did that, or just questions systematically that could be answered offhand. I need to delegate those. Learn to delegate, and then handle the important for me 10 ones that really are my strength. And I recommend you guys doing the same thing too. So you really want to look at sort of listing your what you do in a daily basis. What do you do? What's time consuming? What do you consider time consuming? What do you consider fun or you enjoy doing? And just really look at it and learn to delegate those out. Visit, a lot of this stuff can be done through like a virtual assistant, through Upwork.com or something like that. And there's all kinds of different ones. If you want to reach out to me, I'll be happy to help you find some proper ones that may fit exactly what you're looking to do. And so that's why you build a team, how you build a team. I told you I was going to tell you a short story here, what happened to us recently, a great example of why you need to build a team relationship, not just a business relationship, but a personal and team relationship with your debt, your mortgage guys. You need to be building a team. You get involved with these guys, and this is the reason why. So, and even your property managers too, let them see your deals. If you have property management companies that are going to be running these deals for you, that are going to be the operations behind it, let them see the deal too. Say, hey, look, take a look at this deal. What do you think on it? What kind of numbers? Give me a per door price on the maintenance on this. Here's the state of the roof. Here's the state of the mechanical. Here's the state of the electrical. Oh, it's got CPVC in it. That's going to be terrible. Somebody's got to be looking at this other than you. I don't expect you to be an expert. And even if you are, you still need to pick one category, maybe two, and be an expert at it. The rest of it, you need to learn to delegate it just from a time standpoint. But take these deals and let your others look at it. So for me, for example, how I do it is, I promote. I get this out here. I create the content. I give it away. I bring in the deals. I bring in the capital partners. I connect those. We are syndicating our own deals. We're moving forward. So we're finding the properties. We're getting the debt on the properties. I'm signing on the debt on these properties. Okay. And then also we're dealing. I'm going to be handling the management, the oversight. It's the difference between an active and a passive investor. However, what we do too is I also have a management company that we work with in order to outsource this, because I am not the expert when it comes to property management and actually managing these properties. And so what I do is I work with them. And I had them look at this deal, had them, get me some numbers back on it. And then also on the other side, like I said, I have my debt, my mortgage side that we that I work with, and I let them look at it too. Of course, they're going to look at it, to the numbers to run the to get their numbers off of it. However, I ask their opinion of it. That's the difference between sliding a piece of paper saying, here, do this for me, versus saying, hey, let's collaborate. Let's talk about this. What do you feel? What do you think? And believe it or not, it was them that caught this. So we had a deal that we went through LOI on it, had an accepted LOI, and then we went on into contract. We wrote contract and submitted a contract on it. And it's just amazing how things work out sometimes. Like 2 weeks went by, and this was an off market mom and pop owner. And so they were taking a little longer to get back with us, and so we called the brokers, like, hey, what's going on? And or the broker that was helping them, and it was just taking a while. And meanwhile, we were kept asking, like, look, we need to see some actuals here. We need to get these actuals in. What they were calling actuals did not seem like actuals, so we kept hammering after them. And you learn as you go on this. I was eager to get these deals locked down, and so I pushed for a contract. And truth be told, looking back on it, before I felt comfortable with the actuals, should have held back on the contract. But like I said, there was competition there, other people looking at the deal, and I wanted it. So sometimes you got to just just got to take action, and that's what I did. However, it worked out great because by having a team, even though me spearheading it and jumping in and being very bullish on the deal, my team was still behind me and supporting me, and they were filtering through what I was feeding them, so to speak, and was coming in. And so they were looking at the deal, and property management people were looking at it, and my underwriters were looking at it on the debt side, and they just said, something just don't seem right about the utility bills. Just don't seem right. And so the more we got investigating on this, we come to find out that there was about $183,000 discrepancy between what they were calling the actuals. You have 100 go back and check yourself, triple check yourself, to where you have experts in those industries that are supporting you moving forward. So, you know, like I said, my strength is out here finding deals, finding capital, bringing those in, talking, making the connection, being the deal maker, putting things together, negotiating. That's my strength, and that's what I do. And so I hand it off to property managers. I hand it off to the underwriters. I handle the value add. I don't know. I mean, as you guys may know, like I said, I value with the whole tariff thing. Again, that's another show we need to go into. The eyes on these deals is how you're going to be able to be successful, how you're going to move forward. Even the big guys. I mean, some of these. I mean, look at the teams that Blackstone has. Look at the team. I mean, Cardone Capital has like 160 or something employees, if I'm not mistaken, that are all just working these deals and stuff. And you know, they all have teams supporting them. They all have underwriters, outsourced parties that are helping them make the best decisions. And so, like for us, you know, that particular deal was it was a learning experience for me to maybe pull back a little bit on the reins sometimes, but you know, I wouldn't even had a shot at that deal if I didn't jump in on it. So, you know, somebody's got to have a pair every once in a while and jump in on it. But having the checks and balances, so to speak, find what we needed to find in that one. You know, some of these deals, they go through without a hiccup, and you know, but unfortunately there are people in this world that try to hide some things, I guess. I don't know. So there's a lot of deals out there. You know, we're still going through deals. I mean, I have as last week I had in my inbox that I had to look at. So there's still plenty of deals out there. Had over 1,000. I think it was 1,000 units in my inbox last week before, and so still plenty of deals out there. You just gotta get out there and find them. If there's anything I can do to help you as far as helping you build your team, I'd love to help you. I do honestly think that if I can help you, then you will help me. It's karma comes around and it'll help you one way or another. But got some big things coming up. Big things to do. If you guys, if you want to join my team, if you're watching this and you're an expert in your industry, please reach out to me. Will at morseacquisitions.com. Happy to work with you guys. Anyway, thanks again for watching, and we look forward to seeing you soon. Take care, guys. See ya.